welcome everyone. I am Pallavi Raj, your Mrs. Houston Universe 2025, and I'm absolutely delighted to host yet another exciting episode of My Dream TV's I Am Possible podcast, a podcast where powerful stories take the spotlight and your dreams speak louder than doubts. Today, I have the immense pleasure of introducing a queen whose elegance is only matched by her extraordinary journey. Please help me welcome the phenomenal Mrs. International Diva 2025, Kara Wilson.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah. So, heartfelt congratulations on your crown. What an incredible achievement.
It really is. Thank you so much.
Yes. Here on My Dream TV, because it's all about dreams that shape us, let's rewind to little Kara when you were little. So let's talk about that first childhood dream that you had that made you feel fearless and unstoppable.
Mm. Well, there were so many. I was kind of a wild child. I had many interests, but the one that comes to mind is I really looked up to a lot of people in my family, a lot of people in the medical field, and they're just always so helpful, helping people. And I remember my teachers in the same way, and I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I wanted to help. I loved the idea of working with people. And I remember lining up all of my stuffed animals. I had so many and pretended that I was this magnificent teacher and I was just going to help them all be so successful and so smart. And I really felt that like I could do something that could make a big difference.
Yeah, that's what we call manifestation. I always believe that, when your dreams are backed by belief, somehow it finds its way to reality. And, worked for you. So, okay, now let's take a moment to talk about the incredible title, Mrs. International Diva 2025. So, it is a powerful achievement. Yeah, Kara?
Yes.
Tell us all about the title, what exactly it means to you on personal level, and what were the key moments, both big and quiet, that shaped your path to this stage.
Well, first of all, it's a huge honor. It means a lot to me that I was chosen and that I was even a participant, honestly. It felt like an amazing dream that I never thought that I would experience in such a way. And so I'm so grateful and so honored to have this. And what led me to it, there were so many things big and small. All along the way, I had from the start, my mom has always been an inspiration to me, always telling me that I could do it no matter what. And even times I didn't make it. I tried out for the soccer team and I didn't make it and it made me sad. My mom was right there and she was just so encouraging, like, you can do it next time. And so I thought, I could try new things. I can do this. So it was all of these little things all along throughout my childhood and through college, throughout my whole life, that I've been so blessed that people have made me feel like I can do this. And Anusmita actually is the one that really got me there. She, it almost took convincing. I was nervous. I was so unfamiliar and just didn't really think that it was something for me, but she was so warm and so encouraging and welcoming. And when I got there, everybody was so warm and welcoming. And it really made me feel like almost like family. Like it was somewhere that I belonged. And those feelings continued, and I went through it all, and it just one thing after another, and here I am.
Yeah, yeah, Anusmita, yeah, she is a pure soul. I mean, I myself met her for the first time at South Asia World Pageant. She is so sweet.
I
So,
adore her. She's
The
been
whole
an
idea about My Dream TV, right? It's the community itself is built over love, light, and limitless positivity that kind of, shows
that's
up to all the people from all the people who've been attached to My Dream TV right from the beginning, and they keep on passing the crown. So it's not just about owning the crown, but also about passing the glow to the next queen. So yeah, that is so beautiful.
it is.
Now let's go to the next question. So they say a queen is never truly alone. She stands tall because of the love holding her behind the scenes. So let's talk about your biggest supporters, your family, your daughter. I mean, I remember meeting her at South Asia World Pageant. She is a sweetheart.
Yes.
I also got to know you got a son as well. So tell us about your, beautiful family, your tribe, whether your cheerleaders, your personal glam team, or behind the scene MVPs during the journey. All about it. Did they help you out? Were they always there behind you, pushing you? Okay, you can do it. You can do it. All those things.
Yes, thankfully, I did have a handful of people that have been there with me the whole time and truly did believe in me that just no matter what I wanted to do or the hiccups or any kind of failure, they were just there and loved me and cheered me on no matter what. So, to begin with, it was, of course, my mom. She was my first fan, and she was always in my court cheering me on and just lifting me up, showing me all of my positive qualities, and even writing me letters just to tell me
Ah,
the things that she appreciated about me. I was so blessed to have her.
that is so sweet. So was she there at the pageant?
Unfortunately, she passed away when I was a teenager,
Oh,
but she was so thoroughly there for me that she's ingrained in my heart, that she is with me everywhere I go, all the time. I still feel her. So I didn't mean to make that kind of a downer, but she really is. She's still there with me, even still.
of course, that shows up. I mean, she definitely passed it on you, and that.
Absolutely. And my daughter Laura is named after her. And it's almost like my mom has theoretically passed the crown on to my daughter. And my daughter is a huge cheerleader of mine. And she got into it right with me. We would dress up together and we practiced our walks together. We
That
watched
is such a sweet
videos.
thing. I know. I mean, I wish I had a daughter. I have got two boys, but I always envy people who got, girls. And every time I see you guys, wow, you guys are lucky.
We really are. We really are. And my cute little boy too. He is so funny and he would be so real too. Mom, that dress is whatever issue is wrong with it. Or Mom, you look amazing in that. That's perfect. I like this about it. He's just so logical and real. I love that about him. Like
How old is he?
he's 9.
Ah, so he would definitely have some suggestions and recommendations while you prepare for your pageant.
He does. And for his age, I mean, I just never, you never think, but I'm so blessed to have so many different personalities and angles of support in my life. And then there's my husband who could stick by me through anything and is so thoroughly there. I know he's not going anywhere. And that is, it's like my rock. It feels like a solid earth that I can stand on, that is just always lifting me up. That I really can do anything, whether it's familiar or something I've experienced through my whole life.
Of course, of course. It is the family that makes the whole journey even more meaningful.
Mhm.
Because, at the end of the day, it is the ultimate happiness. When you see, of course, you win, you lose, but whatever it is, irrespective of your win or, you're losing, if your family is there by your side, that's what matters.
That's right. Relationships are everything. They are
Right?
my people.
Yeah. It's not about a financial support. What I believe, it's that more of emotional support. When they're standing, when you win, and when you look at them and look at that smile on your face, that is it. I mean, you feel like you've won everything.
That's exactly right. And
Yeah.
those little hugs too, about how they just come running at me after I've been gone all day, like, Mommy!
I
They're
know.
so excited. And there's my husband right behind them, and we have a big family group hug. I just, I feel it, and I get to take that with me everywhere too.
Yes, yes, that is so sweet. And they get it from you as well. You've been sweet, you've been so warm. That's how our kids imbibe from us. So yeah, throughout the journey, we are not just, winning things or learning things over time, but we are also imbibing the same qualities and, conveying it to our kids. So that is beautiful, beautiful. So that's what I say. I always say it's not just about winning the title, but it is about the beautiful story that we are writing along the way. So these are the moments that we are going to remember throughout the life. You're going to look back and wow, this was it.
It's not always about the journey. It's not always about the destination. It's about the journey.
Yes, yes. And how you're evolving through it, how you're learning through it,
Mm-hmm.
how you're getting better on it. So that is the beautiful thing about this specific pageant journey. For me as well, it was my first time I had ever walked on ramp. But both in the title, of course, everyone's happy winning a title at the end of the day. But the journey is something I'm taking with me everywhere I go. Every time I meet, a co-participant or I meet a friend, I cannot stop myself talking about it. So it is so beautiful.
That is so beautiful.
Yes. Okay. Now let's go on to our next question. The most deep question. A crown isn't just about elegance, it's also about a powerful platform for change. So, how do you plan to use your voice to make an impact? Are there any specific causes that you've been working on? Are there any that you have in mind you wanted to work on in future? Please share that.
Yes, absolutely. And you're completely right. It's not just about this beautiful piece of jewelry and not even just about wearing the pretty dresses on the stage. It is about so much more. It's about the woman inside who is walking and wearing the crown and who she was becoming and who she influences. And my dream is to help as many as possible. And how that developed from my childhood, I'm not sure what to do about this, but I know I'm going to do it. It actually developed into helping people from honestly the worst that they've ever experienced. I want to help people in a way that most people they can't even approach some of these things, or they might even pretend that they don't exist. And the truth is we all go through so much hardship and pain. And yes, there's a lot of joy and beauty in this world, but there's also on the other end a lot of misery and difficulty. And so my dream is to help people to know and understand that that's not defining them, that that's not who they are, and that they can be the people that they want to be, that they can heal. And so I am going to build a place where I can have people come and we can work through their things. And I am studying counseling as a trauma therapist. And so the goal is to help people just heal from that and learn how to make it a strength. So it's not just about moving on or just being okay. It's taking something that seemed like it was a negative thing and just reshaping it into something that actually makes them stronger, better, more intelligent, or more empathy, or so much can come from it. And it can really make just such amazing people.
That is a beautiful thought. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing such a unique thought you have, but that's beautiful because I think it's more of emotional support that you're trying to give with all the miseries around in these times. There's so much going on. It's I feel it's so much stress. There are people who have everything, but still they're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
They're missing out. when you have someone to help you out during that time, that's the best you could do. So that's beautiful, and it's great to know that you're learning. Okay, is that something you're already doing, or is it something it's ongoing?
Well, it'll be ongoing probably until the day I die. There's always more to learn, always room for improvement. But so the answer is both. So I do see clients and I do get to see the growth and I get to see from the beginning of when they're struggling and life is so difficult and they don't know how to get past these things. And then I get to watch all the way through their healing process as it just gets better and better for them.
Yeah.
And by the time they leave, they're just so confident and they can move forward with real joy without feeling the weight behind them. And I continue to study. I have just a couple more classes until I get my master's,
Mhm.
and I will be a licensed mental health counselor. And currently, I actually passed my boards. So I am a board certified chaplain also, so I can have a more holistic approach to healing.
That is beautiful. There are so many specifications, although we are not aware of, but yeah, on a high level, of course, I understand. And there are a lot of times, you just need someone by your side to tell you, okay, you are okay. Because everybody has situations. I mean, I think that way. Like everyone has a lot of problems going on, but it's up to them how they deal with it. But there are times when you are so much stuck with your problems, but at that moment of time, if you have somebody by your side, just like the kind of work you do, that would be the best you could do for somebody, for an individual to come out of that and get better
That's
day
right.
by day. So
One of
that,
us make a big difference. You're so right. And
yes.
we don't have to do this alone.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has to be alone. And we certainly were not built to be alone. So,
Yes, and that's the least we could do because there are times with us as well. There are times we ourselves feel in situations that time we need somebody by our side. So it's vice versa. So yeah, that is the whole idea of My Dream TV platform. We do not just celebrate incredible journeys of women who just wear the crown, but also who create legacy, and that's what you're doing, Kara. So glad that I met you and we talked about it, and we are spreading it across people who had never thought about it. Such a great idea. Such a great idea.
yeah. Well, thank you so much. It's an honor. I want people to know that their feelings are valid, that it's okay, that they can face those feelings. They don't have to do it alone, and they'll make it. They'll make it through.
Yeah, they'll make it. Yeah, that's all we need. So that brings us to the end of a true empowering session. Thank you for being so open, so real, and so full of life. And journey is a reminder that the dreams do come true. It's just that they need to be backed up with courage and heart. So, from all of us here at My Dream TV, thank you so much for inspiring us. And here's to many more causes, crowns, and conversations. Until next time, this is your host signing off with love and pride. Thank you so much, Kyra.
Thank you. Thank you so much.